What's up, everyone? Some things I want to talk about today. I think it's important to um, always remember that success and failure are not always what they seem to be, and that these concepts are more open to different possibilities and different perceptions. Now, there's a lot of stress and strain placed on the individual to succeed. But what does it mean to succeed? That's what I want to talk about. Not a lot of people seem to understand that. I mean, I barely understand it. I'm just trying to figure it out, and we can figure this out together. Yeah, but it seems, Michael Jackson talked about it, right? Man in the Mirror. Talking about that selfish kind of love. So what is that? What are we doing? We got this selfish kind of love going on here, where people seem to have a tendency in our society. It's like they only care about someone if they've achieved something. Like, what have you done? People will ask when they meet someone, what do you do? Why are we so concerned with that? Why are we so concerned with what someone does? Is it, it's such a narrow way to look at things. So often, people are judged based on what they do to make a living, whatever it is that they may be doing. Why is it that people are so quick to, just say, "Oh, he does that. Oh, that's not a real job. Oh, the poor guy, I pity him. Oh, it's such an awful. Why would he want to do that? It's an awful job. Oh, he must not be too educated. He does this." Maybe that's not true. He could be very educated. Maybe he just is happy doing that job. Well, maybe he just wasn't lucky enough to find the right job. Maybe he's still figuring things out. Maybe he got the degree, he did all the right things, and it just hasn't worked out yet. Maybe he's just struggling with something, So he's doing something else right now, but it doesn't define who he is. What you do does not define who you are as a person. You are not your job, and you are not your work. You're not any of those things. You're not, let's say you get a relationship with someone, and it's like, oh, this is great. I found my soulmate. Yeah, yip-de-doo. I'm happy now. Let's see, look at what the Buddha says. Yeah, that's good. Find the perfect partner. That's not going to give you the lasting satisfaction and peace that you're looking for. It'll give you something. Sure, it'll make you happy, I guess. But remember, happiness is just a side of the same coin. Happiness and sadness are two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. See, nothing in the outer world, no amount of success or perfect relationship or, whatever you got going on, it's not going to give you lasting satisfaction. And you're always going to be wanting more. You get something else, it's just like, well, all right, I got this job now. I got this gig or whatever. Let's say I'm a musician, right? So, I'll be getting gigs, but it's like, it's so easy to get into this mindset where you get one thing and it's like, you forget about it. It's like, oh, I just did this great gig, or, I got this great job or whatever. And then after that, it's like, oh, wow, that was great. Well, now what's next? Shit, wait, I need more. This constant wanting of more, like you don't have enough. I think it's a disease of the mind that has afflicted many people in our society, where you could have so many things, right? You could have the perfect job, right? You go to the perfect school. You got the perfect partner, someone who's beautiful, intelligent, right? They're just the right match, right? And then you live in a nice neighborhood, everyone smiles, everything's all happy, right? You're healthy, you go for runs, life's good, right? And that's fine, that's good and all, but people have that. There's people who have all those things, and they still want more, and they're still unsatisfied, and they still are craving. But what is it that they're craving? What do people really want? And why are people looking for it in external things that aren't going to give it to you? See, where does this stuff really come from? See, one could say this stuff that we're looking for, that lasting contentment and satisfaction and feeling complete, that's an internal thing. You got to go inside and look inside yourself for that. You got to contemplate upon the mysteries of life. Have the faith that goes beyond understanding. Look inside and realize that it's inside you. That contentment. Being in the moment. And there's a great book, Power Now, by Eckhart Tolle. He talks about this stuff. But see, it's, you got to be present. See, and it's so easy too. You get these thoughts that creep in. It's like, well, if I'm too present, if I'm living too much in the moment, my life will fall apart. But I got to be thinking all the time, to make sure, I take care of what I got to do. Right? I got to pay my bills. I got to, do my homework assignments, whatever. Say in college or some shit. I got to do this. I got to remember this. If I just sit in the couch and be in the now, everything's going to fall apart. I can't do that. But that's the thing. It's easy to think that way, but maybe we don't have to look at it like that. Maybe if you're present and you're aware, you'll have a clear idea of what it is you should be doing in this moment, and things will happen more naturally, and they'll just kind of fall into place. Maybe. I'm not saying it'll happen, but it's worth a shot. But ultimately, though, if you're living in the present moment, you would think you'd be quite happier. That's what animals do. Animals are living in the present moment. You got your dog or whatever, your cat. They're not worrying about the future too much. They're just, what's going on now. It's not too often you see a dog who's got depression issues, or anxiety issues. Some dogs might have been abused or something, but a normal, healthy dog, not too often you see them worrying about shit. You know what I mean? Whereas the human, different story. Humans are always worrying about stuff. It's like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta pay my bills. I gotta. Oh man, I didn't have my coffee today. I gotta go get coffee. God forbid I don't have my coffee, I'll lose my mind. But see, so there's this stress, people putting stress on each other. It's like, oh man, I gotta do well in school, I gotta get the right job, I gotta meet the right part, my life's just falling away, and oh my god, and it's just all flying by, and I don't want to be old and then regret stuff, so I gotta do everything now, I gotta party and, do all this crazy shit, I'm doing drugs, I'm drinking, it's like, yeah, I'm living life to the fullest, baby, I'm living to the fullest. I'm enjoying my life. I'm taking in all this pleasure, man. Yeah, lots of pleasure, no pain. That's what everyone wants. More pleasure, less pain. But see, life doesn't work that way, man. You have pleasure, you have pain, but beyond that, see, those are superficial. Beyond the pleasure and the pain, there's something deeper, man. You can get that joy, the joy of pure contentment, where you can be happy just sitting in a chair, not even doing anything. You can be happy. So what I'm saying is we need to move beyond this excessive competitiveness in society where it's like everyone views each other as a means to an end. There's no real love. There's a lack of love going on. There's too much competing and people trying to leg each other up because they want the right job, they want the gig, they want to succeed, and they don't even care about what anyone else thinks, or they don't even care who they step on in the process. See, success is not an individualistic thing. Success is really only success when it's collective, when it's done together as a team, because that's what we are as a species, as humans. We a team, and we're social creatures. Success is a social phenomenon. Nothing is attained on your own. Yeah, you could make your own company. You could do it. But hey, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the help of others. You know what I mean? Your parents, they raised you. You got friends who've been helping you. You were feeling down one day, right? And your friends helping you out, your family helping you out. Now, where would you be without that? I don't know if you'd have the strength or the willpower to make that business. You know what I'm saying? So everything, we all owe a token of gratitude to the other people in our lives who have been supporting us. Nothing we really do is on our own, and we got that grace, man. You know what I'm saying? Grace is a powerful thing, and grace cannot be taken for granted. Namaste. And remember, we need to start loving each other a little more, and I think it'd be good for us as a society, Stop trying to compete so much, man. What if we could just be a little more friendly with each other? It might go a long way. You never know. Peace out.